Hey everyone, I'm Sonja and welcome to Holiness Connection. What is the potential for the gift of presence that we can offer, not only to ourselves, but to others in the world? Today I want to share with you a poignant story of the miracle of presence. Hey everyone, I'm Sonja and this is Holiness Connection. So the story I want to share with you today fills me with awe, it inspires me, it's a powerful story, but it's also a difficult story, so I do want to put a content note at the beginning for suicide and for the death of a child. That way you'll be able to decide when and if you'd like to engage with this content. So, the miracle of presence. We may realize this is true from experiences of deep listening to those close to us. But I also believe it's a way that we can connect with anyone, with everyone, interacting on that level that I refer to as deep calling deep. The personal story I want to share today is from one of my mentors, who I won't name for the sake of the privacy of the story, but she did give me permission to share it with you today. She was in a training program for chaplains, for hospital chaplains specifically, and she was called in after a tragedy had happened where a teenager had committed suicide. So she was there with a whole team and the mother of the teenager. And people were gathered around the mother offering words. There were doctors and nurses there, and she didn't know what to do herself. She, my mentor, went into a state of mindful presence, of holding space, prayerful presence. But as she was doing so, her mind was also telling her, "You're doing nothing. What are you doing?" And was really castigating her for not being able to, do more. But she did hold with and trust in the presence, and even as her mind did that, she stayed present. After a while, someone informed the mother that it was time for her to go view her dead son, and they told her that she could take someone with her. And the mother looked up and looked around at the people gathered around her. And she looked at my mentor. Her gaze landed on my mentor, who didn't know her, who hadn't interacted with her at all yet. And she said, I choose her. She pointed to her and said, "I choose her." And then my mentor went with her to view her dead son and to be with her during, as my mentor says, the hardest thing she'll ever do in her life. And what she could offer to that mother as they were in there together was her continued presence. It's an awesome story, a powerful story, and it speaks to the way that we can connect to each other through this kind of deep presence. Another aspect you may have noticed in this story is that my mentor's mind was at odds with her presence. And that was okay, as long as she didn't listen to it, right? She still had to trust that presence and trust in staying present. Have you had experiences like this? Perhaps in the midst of tragedy, or maybe in some joyful moments, or maybe just in everyday life. Remember them, lean into them as guidance in our world and with each other. And if you're willing, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. I think we can never be reminded too many times of the miracle of presence and how we can trust it. Thanks, everyone.